Hey YouTubers, Tommy Lee has sent a warning to the youths of Jamaica. So Tommy Lee Sparta is urging Jamaican youths to stay on the straight and narrow path. He took to social media to share his message that crime does not pay and the youth should stay on the straight and narrow. He also said crime and violence must stop. It does not pay and love is the way. According to statistics released by the police, there were 37 deaths in the first 8 days of 2022, January 1 and January 8, 2022, a number which represented a 32% increase over the corresponding period last year. According to 2019 United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, Jamaica Country Report, Jamaica ranks 4th in the world for homicide rates. Tommy Lee Sparta was also pleased about his daughter's recovery following a March 2020 shooting in Flanker, St. James, which left her hospitalized and a 9-year-old boy dead. He stated his baby is getting well and thank God for that. Tommy Lee Sparta's daughter is seen on Twitter performing multiple rotations on an exercise machine for hands. She has sustained injuries to her hand from the gun attack. In March of 2021, Tommy Lee was sentenced to 3 years in prison for illegal possession of firearm and 2 years for illegal possession of ammunition in the Gun Court Division of the Home Circuit Court in Kingston. He will, however, serve 3 years, as the sentences are to run concurrently. According to the police report on December 14, 2020, the entertainer, whose given name is Leroy Russell, was arrested after a vehicle in which he was traveling was intercepted by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The men in the vehicle were searched and a 9mm Glock pistol with an extended magazine containing 18 rounds of ammunition was found in the dancehall artist's waistband. Tommy Lee is no stranger to brushes with the law and had several throughout his career. He had been a person of interest in several shootings in Kingston and Montego Bay. St. James also. He was, however, cleared of charges. In 2015, the Montego Bay police prevented him from performing on Reggae Sun Fest for the fear of patrons' safety. He was a former member of Vybz Kartel's Portmore Gaza Empire. Tommy Lee Sparta got his break in 2012. He is known for songs including Spartan Soldier, Spartan Angel, Psycho, and Rich Badness. So we're hoping the young people heed his warning. I hope they listen to what he is saying. Keep out of trouble. Don't get involved in any bad deeds, any criminal activity, because you're going to end up spending time in prison, just like he is doing right now. And what he was basically saying, don't do what I do what I say. So hopefully they listen. The next story is Popcorn is in the news. He says flights from Jamaica to Ghana is possible. So someone from the government responded to Popcorn. A week after Popcorn called for direct flights between Jamaica and Africa nation of Ghana, senior strategist in the Ministry of Tourism, Delano Severide, has said despite the raft of hurdles, it is achievable. In his first tweet for the new year, Popcorn, whose real name is Andre Sutherland, call on the government of Jamaica and Ghana to implement a straight flight from Jamaica to Ghana. Make it happen, please. Thanks in advance, the firm and strong dancehall artist said on his official Twitter account. Last year, Popcorn announced that he would be launching his next album in Ghana. He had also surprised fans when he announced he purchased a $5.5 million home in that African country. Reacting to Popcorn's tweet, Severite said, "While it is a very high mountain to climb, we believe we can do it." Over the last few years, Tourist Minister Edmund Barrett had sought to ensure that we not only believe, but make the seemingly impossible possible. This is how we ended up with some non-stop flights with countries like Peru, Poland, and Russia in very recent times, Severite said. Beyond that, we are working hard to see if one of the big Middle East carriers can service Jamaica in the near future, thereby opening up a very wide connecting flight network into much of Africa. So the unruly boss can definitely take comfort in that, the senior strategist said. Speaking about Popcorn, Severide underscored that in December 2020, Jamaica welcomed its first non-stop flight with Nigeria, which has Africa's largest population, with many easy connections. Nonetheless, this was a special charter led by Elizabeth Agbula, who runs Nigerians Travel Too, with lots of coordination with Jamaica's and Nigeria's governments, the tourism ministry official said. He, however, pointed out that currently it is not financially viable to operate nonstop flights between Jamaica and Ghana. He further stated that scheduled nonstop flights between Jamaica and anywhere in Africa, including Ghana, are not financially viable due to the very underdeveloped market segment, including very little tourist, diaspora, and business traffic, very long flight time totaling around 12 hours, and the associated high fuel and other operational costs. On top of that, there's visa difficulties, astronomical high ticket prices, and a lack of substantial marketing are among the other impediments, Severite said. So as civilians, we are looking at it in terms of the quickest way to get to Africa without going through Europe. But when it comes to cost effectiveness, Severite is saying it's not cost effective at all. Because when you look at the fuel, it's not a lot of traffic. A lot of people are not going there to Africa, and vice versa. Business people, civilians, of all sorts, are not traveling on a daily basis like people would travel to Jamaica to vacation. From Jamaica, he's saying from Jamaica to Africa, the traffic is not there. The ticket prices would be astronomical. The fuel for the plane would be a lot of money, around 12 hours flying, and that's just a few of the costs. There are a lot more involved. And so he's saying it would be nice, but at this time, it's not possible. Driving home his point, the Tourist Ministry senior strategist said, even non-stop flights between the United States and Africa are few, which Delta Airlines leading the way with a few non-stop services out of New York's JFK International Airport and Atlanta into Nigeria, Ghana, and South Africa. But the flights are few. That's why it's so costly to get from JFK or Atlanta to Ghana or Nigeria. It's still over $1,000. He further added, for Jamaica, it requires a tremendous amount of work, and we believe that over time it will become possible given the growing middle class in Africa. So he's saying in time it's going to be possible because a lot more people from the Caribbean and the West Indian nations are moving to Africa, and they still have families in the Caribbean and the West Indies that they're going to want to fly home to see directly from Africa. So when you have more people flying, then those markets would open up, but sometime in the future. So, YouTubers, maybe one day in my lifetime, we can see flights directly from the Caribbean and the West Indies directly to Africa. YouTubers, like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video by pressing the subscribe button on the YouTube page before you leave. Thank you.